All right, so maybe we're live. Let's go. Let's wait for the audio signal. Let's pin the message and wait for YouTube. Let's hear how it sounds. And one, two, three, four, five, four, five. It's terrible, but it is it. Let me just make sure it's the right audio device. AirPods. I hope it's the right audio device. It says AirPods, so I'll just assume it is. Sounds okay. Okay. Anyway, so we were listening to Thunderfoot, and then J-Rock entered, and we had a discussion about quantum gravity. But let's get back to global warming. Let's continue listening to the video by Thunderfoot.
So how much carbon dioxide you're going to get from burning a kilo of any of these? And for reference, this is about a kilo.
Yeah, as I said, it doesn't make any sense. So I was thinking about my analysis. So really, we have to employ a philosophy called something like et ceterum paribus, meaning let's hold everything else constant. So if we take our planetary system, our planet as a system, and or just the biosphere. Let's take just the biosphere, the entire Earth's biosphere. And now we're going to inject CO2 into the biosphere. And we're going to hold all concentrations constant, meaning the concentration of the biosphere, basically the conditions of the biosphere we're going to assume are not going to change, which I can explain. It's a strong assumption. As we add CO2, nothing is happening. And as far as I know, no one claims something is happening to the biosphere, right? The biosphere, I would claim, is just growing, but the concentration of the biosphere is not growing. It's not like there's more concentration. There's no concentration of the biosphere. It's just, right, there's plenty of room on the planet for the biosphere to grow into. So the concentration is going to remain the same. So my claim is that if you inject CO2 into the atmosphere and you're going to create a shock. This is called creating a shock to the system. You're going to shock the system by adding CO2 to the atmosphere temporarily. You're spiking the concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere. Well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is that the biosphere is going to absorb this shock and it's just going to grow. And the biosphere, it's not going to change, meaning it's except for growing, nothing except for growing is going to change. The concentrations that make up the biosphere are not going to change. That's the assumption, which I think it's a pretty strong assumption. And therefore, the concentration of CO2 mathematically, therefore, cannot change. And it's a strong assumption to assume that the concentrations that make up the biosphere are not going to change. Why would they change? What do we expect to change? I don't see. I mean, there's plenty of room. If you would say there's no more room on the planet is out of space, then fine. But most of the planet is uninhabited by organisms. There's plenty of deserts and plenty of rocky mountains and empty fields for the biosphere to grow into. And the biosphere mathematically used to be much bigger, right? If the biosphere right now, some of it is underground in the form of fossil fuels, well, the only way it got there is if it used to be on the surface. It used to be trees and other organisms. So we're just anyway. So that's the way I see it. So I don't care about any of the analysis. The analysis that Dr. Thunderfoot is doing is I don't see how it's of any meaning because I'm showing that in the grand picture we have complete balance and no concentration changes. The concentration of CO2 doesn't change. No concentration changes. Not that if the concentration of CO2 would rise, I don't even think that would cause global warming, but and not that global warming is a bad thing and so on. But even that very tiny step that these people take that by adding carbon into the atmosphere, we're raising the concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere. Even that's a mathematical impossibility. That's my take. Let's make sure that the audio is good. Yeah, the audio sounds okay. Okay, let's continue listening to Dr. Thunderfoot.
So the proportions here are about right. You burn about a liter of gasoline, you're going to end up with about a liter of carbon dioxide. It's basically 1-to-1 in terms of volume. Now, in terms of density, of course, gasoline is significantly less dense than this stuff. So it's about a kilo of this gives about 2-3 kilos carbon dioxide.
By the way, a kilo of carbon dioxide is what a normal human exhales in one day. So a billion humans exhale a billion kilos of carbon dioxide in one day. And 10 billion is 10 billion kilos. And 1,000 kilos is 1 ton. Anyway, humans are creating a lot of CO2 just by themselves, just exhaling. And I'm not even talking about the rest of the biosphere. So if you're so afraid of CO2 and you think CO2 is such a detriment to the universe, then just kill a lot of the creatures on Earth. According to you, that should do a good job, right? If you kill them, you're going to create less CO2. I would say that's not possible. That is not possible. If you kill a lot of if you kill a lot of animals, I mean, all that's gonna, I mean, their carbon is going to be available now for organisms to consume for, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can temporarily kill a lot of humans and a lot of animals, but in the long run, I don't think you can change the mathematics of the concentrations in the biosphere. The biosphere is a self-balancing system. You can shock it temporarily, but it's going to re-stabilize itself. In it is currently in its steady state that it chooses. The system has a built-in steady state that it tends towards. If you shock the system is going to just want to return to that lowest energy state. So there's really nothing you can do to change the system, and there's no reason to change the system. The system is self-balancing and self-correcting. But anyway, let's continue listening to the nonsense here.
Dioxide, that sort of thing. But in terms of volume, it's basically 1-to-1. So it's dead easy then. For every kilo or so of gasoline that you burn, you have to take a couple of kilos of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Easy, right?
No, you don't have to do that. Just leave it there, and the biosphere will absorb it. So the whole premise of carbon capture obviously is utter nonsense, but okay, he's going to actually analyze why it's so difficult. I see. He's going to analyze why it's so difficult to capture carbon out of the atmosphere. So, but you do agree that organisms are carbon capture. My body is carbon capture. Your body's carbon capture. Your fingernails is carbon capture. The plastic bottle, all the anything composed of carbon around you is carbon capture. Just the biosphere is carbon capture. If there's going to be available CO2 in the atmosphere, the biosphere will just absorb it. It will just grow the biosphere. Why is that such a difficult concept for you to entertain? I mean, anyway, let's continue listening.
Well, the short version of this video is no.
I mean, if you want to capture carbon, and theoretically, oh, so he says no, the carbon is captured underground, and by us releasing it, so it's no longer captured, we need to recapture it. No, you don't need to recapture it. There's no reason to recapture it. If you don't recapture it, it will just go into, it will become absorbed into the carbon cycle of life. But he wants to recapture it because he's so afraid that we let it go from underground. But it's underground temporarily. It used to be above ground. It used to be part of the biosphere. We're just recycling it back into the biosphere. Why are you so terrified of it? And if you're so terrified of it, just grow trees and take the trees, take the wood, build houses out of the wood, and that should be good enough. Build houses, do stuff with the trees that in the long term captures the carbon. Like don't let the houses burn down. Usually a house is good for 100 years, so just build more houses. If you're so afraid of, if you have this need, which I can't explain, if you have this need to capture carbon, I think trees is the best way you can do it. And if you want to take trees and then bury them underground, or he's so afraid, no, if you bury it underground, it's going to rot and it's going to bubble up. I don't think trees are going to rot and bubble up. I mean, I don't think they are. Anyway, but this is a completely academic discussion, completely unnecessary.
It's basically impossible. And it's basically impossible for the same reason that this has been the uncontested king of energy density for the last 100 years. There are no magical shortcuts that are going to make it cheaper to take a kilo of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. So just for breathing, just for being alive, your average person breathes out a kilo or so of carbon dioxide per day. So that's 365 kilos per year. Yes, that means you breathe out several times your own body weight of carbon dioxide per year. But that's still chump change. Your average person on Earth produces about 5 tons of carbon dioxide from their lifestyle per year. So 5 tons per person per year, some 10 odd billion people, you're looking at about 50 billion tons of carbon dioxide per year.
All of human activities at the moment, collectively each year, put about 50 billion tons of carbon dioxide up into the atmosphere.
So,
Yeah, but that's a temporary shock. You're introducing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. It's not going to stay there. The, the, the photosynthetics are going to consume it. They're going to grow. The animals, the non-photosynthetics, are going to consume the photosynthetics, and the biosphere is going to grow. Done. And the CO2 concentration is going to go back to whatever it is right now because that's the tendency of the system. The system is going to do what it wants to do and leave it alone. It came to the current concentration. You add CO2, it's going to grow and it's going to return to the same concentration. Why would it go to a different concentration? As long as we're assuming the rest of the concentrations are remaining the same, we're assuming there's plenty of room on Earth. I don't see a problem with the room on Earth. Therefore, I don't see a problem. And even if you would complain there's no more room on Earth, we're just returning the state of the system to where it was before all this carbon got sequestered millions of years ago. We're just returning the system back to where the way it was. And since the way it was good, life flourished before humans millions of years ago, right? All the environmentalists, they would say, oh, life used to be so great before humans. They have this caricature, the earth is sick, comes to the doctor, and the doctor checks and says, oh, yeah, I know what you have. You have humans. Okay, fine. So humans are just so terrible. Oh, humans are just so terrible, terribly terrible. I know. Humans are terrible. You'd rather live with bears, I know. or with alligators. I should let you live with some alligators. Anyway, so um, so we're going to return the state of the Earth to back to where how it was before humans were around. All the environmentalists should start dancing in the street. But instead, no, you're returning the CO2 back into the atmosphere. You're returning the state of the Earth to the way it used to be before humans were around. That's so terrible. So which is it? We're returning the state. Nature invented humans in order to return the state of the planet back to the way it was long ago before carbon got sequestered underground. We're just doing our part. We're returning the state of nature to the way it was. We're rebuilding the biosphere. And the environmentalists are upset? That doesn't make any sense. Unless, actually, they're not environmentalists. They just make no sense. They're just people out to invent problems because that's how they make a living. But fine, that should make a more interesting video. Just psychoanalyzing the environmentalists. What's driving them? What's really driving these people?
So what would 50 billion tons of carbon dioxide look like? Because that's how much you're going to have to take out of the atmosphere every year just to match what we're putting into the atmosphere at the moment. Well,
why do you want to match it? We are recycling the carbon back into the biosphere. We're recycling carbon back into the biosphere. Why do you want to stop it? Why do you want to stop it? Explain to me, why do you want to stop it? We're returning the state of the planet, the state of the biosphere to the way it was millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, billions of years ago. As far as I know, life flourished for the past 4 billion years. Life on Earth flourished. Why do you object to this recycling? Why are you objecting to this recycling? I don't understand.
Well, turns out the Freedom Tower is about 1/2 kilometer tall. So imagine a cube.
And there he goes. He continues complicating the discussion. The Freedom Tower. Why do you talk about the Freedom Tower? And such nonsense. Such nonsense. Talk about confusing the issue instead of explaining it the way I explained it from first principles. So simple. All he can do is overcomplicate it and overcomplicate it and overcomplicate it. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why not simplify the discussion the way I simplified the discussion from first principles? Why is it so difficult for you?
Kilometer by kilometer by kilometer.
I mean, you're not dumb. I'm assuming you know everything I know. So what am I missing? What am I missing?
That's twice the height of the Freedom Tower in every direction, and fill it with solid carbon dioxide.
Why would you do this? Let's continue.
That would weigh about 2 gigatons. So you would need about 20 of those, and you would have to take that much carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere every single year. So yeah.
Why would you want to do that? What would you gain from it? What would you gain from it? Explain to me why you want to capture the carbon. Please explain to me, why do you want to capture the carbon? Why? It used to be in the biosphere. We're just returning it to the biosphere. Why are you resisting that? Why do you hate the biosphere? Why? I want to grow the biosphere back to its size, the way it used to be before the carbon got sequestered. Why do you object to that? I don't understand.
So you have to do two things. First of all, you have to capture the carbon dioxide, then you have to store it. Storage alone pretty much kills this thing stone dead. You can't just build a warehouse twice the height of the Freedom Tower, cubed, to store cryogenic gases or pressurized gases. The only sensible way of storing that sort of volume of gases is storing it underground. After all, the oil sat in the porous rock of those underground reservoirs for some 100 million years or so.
And there he says it, 100 million years. Why would he say that? I mean, is that the age of oil and gas? As far as I know, it's 500 million years old. Why does he say 100 million years or so? Why does he say that? This gives me the illusion that he doesn't understand the origin of carbon. Gas reservoir definition type. But he must. I don't understand. Let me look it up. Okay. I guess fossil fuels, fossil fuels, fossil fuels. Wikipedia, fossil fuel. Let me just make sure everything is clean. I can share it. Yeah, it's okay. All right, share this tab. All right, so Wikipedia, a fossil fuel is a hydrocarbon, which means, I guess, carbon in the center and a bunch of hydrogens around it, containing materials such as coal, oil, and natural gas formed naturally in the Earth's crust from the remains of dead plants and animals that is extracted and burnt as fuel. Fossil fuels may be burned to provide heat. Okay, but how old is this? Some fossil fuels are refined, yeah, but how old is the fossil in 84% primary recognition origin? The theory that fossil fuels formed from the fossilized remains of dead plants by exposure to heat and pressure. That's the theory, but how old are they? Importance, environmental effects, illness and death, phase out, just transition, divestment, industrial sector, economic effects, subsidies, lobbying activities. But they don't say how long it was sequestered underground. Where does he get this 100 million from? Let me see. Search old. So there's that. Old. Very young, very old. That's illness. I don't know. I don't know where he gets it. As far as I know, it's. Let me look it up. As far as I know, it's from old trees. It's because because evolution invented trees. I'm not gonna look it up right now. This is just my knowledge. I don't remember where it's from. Okay, let's continue. Share this. Let's continue.
Pumping the carbon dioxide back down those holes, it'll probably be safe for a year or two. Incidentally, this is also why growing trees or biomass storage are all dead on arrival. Stuff that grows sucks up the carbon dioxide, but when it dies, it releases it back to the atmosphere.
What are you talking about? You have trees. You have a house. You have houses that are 100 years old, and the wood there still stores the carbon. There's no problem. The wood is, the house is still strong. There's no problem with the wood. I mean, if you're so terrified of carbon and you want to sequester it, I don't see the problem with wood.
Again. Remember what I said about it all greenwashing vaporware?
Plant will be located next to a greenhouse here in the vicinity of Zurich, and we will supply the CO2.
I mean, obviously, the whole green industry, the whole green industrial complex is a complete and total hoax, bottom to top, top to bottom. The whole thing is a complete hoax. It's theft. That's all it is. It's people trying to steal money from the government stealing money from the people. It's I mean, the money goes from the people to a few. The few geniuses that are part of the green industrial complex, they take money from the government, and the government takes it from the public. So, it's just theft, just another form of theft, and everyone is happy. So, who am I to say anything?
To the greenhouse operator that will fertilize the plants because they grow better when there's a lot of CO2 around.
I see.
Look at this, because they grow better when there's a lot of CO2 around. So, if we inject CO2 into the atmosphere, the biosphere is going to grow better. It's just going to grow. We're just going to increase the size of the biosphere, and the levels, the concentration of CO2 will go back to where they are right now. So where is the problem? Why do you have to do anything? I don't understand these people.
So all of that will either be burned in human reactors or rotted and decomposed back into carbon dioxide by the end of the year. So where exactly was the carbon capture here?
The plant will...
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously they're not doing any carbon capture, but why? But why doesn't Thunderfoot ask the more basic question? Why do you want to capture carbon? What's the gain from capturing carbon?
will deliver around 900 tons of CO2 per year to the greenhouse, which is supposed to increase the crop yield by around 20 to 30%.
Okay, so you've increased the crop yield using some expensively produced carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
I mean, the whole thing doesn't make any sense. I mean, everyone knows that carbon dioxide causes the biosphere to grow. So, which means then that the carbon dioxide concentrations are going to go down. If the entire biosphere of the planet is going to grow, I'm just using the same logic. They're using it for a greenhouse. I'm using it for the planet. So you're going to inject CO2 or you're going to inject carbon into the biosphere. You're going to grow the biosphere because the biosphere is carbon. It's carbon based. So you're going to have a bigger biosphere. But the concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere will remain the same. There's no reason for it to change.
Which you're then going to release back into the atmosphere at the end of the year.
Obviously, the whole thing doesn't make any sense. Their form of carbon capture doesn't capture carbon. But my question is, why doesn't Thunderfoot ask, why capture carbon in the first place? Why do you want to capture carbon?
We always had this big vision of building up technology that could impact one of the biggest challenges humanity ever faced, which is climate change.
But if you really want to do something like this with growing plants or algae or something like that, you have to take the dead bodies of the plant matter, which constitutes the captured carbon dioxide, and put it somewhere where it's not going to rot for thousands of years, that sort of thing. And this is where you've got to keep this sort of conservation of volume sort of thing in mind, that for every litre or gallon of gasoline you burn, you're going to get about a litre or gallon of solid or liquid.
Why do you want it to? You see, he keeps going back to this, that he wants to keep it there sequestered for thousands of years. Why? Why? I mean, he knows that CO2 will grow the biosphere and the concentration of CO2 will drop back to where it is now. So why do you want to capture it?
With carbon dioxide. That's going to have to be stored somewhere at some point. Now, fortunately, we've already done loads of geological surveys where we know there is loads of porous rock that has managed to successfully store gases and oil for millions of years. Problem is, of course, that the price of crude oil, bar their market fluctuations of one sort or another, is basically the price of building the stuff to extract it and transport it. Crude oil currently runs at about $50 a barrel, that sort of thing, with a barrel containing about 150 litres, that sort of thing. So you're looking at sort of 30, 50 cents per litre of crude oil, most of which is just going to get burned and turned into carbon dioxide. Building the transport and injecting it back into the holes in the ground will likely be a comparable price. So the cheapest conceivable storage method will cost basically as much as the oil itself. Storage costs for the waste product that basically costs as much as the product itself kind of make this dead on arrival, unless of course you're willing to pay the actual real cost of the storage of the waste product that you create, which would roughly double the price of the energy that we use. And some 80% of our primary energy sources are burning fossil fuels. Yeah, that sound that you don't hear is people clamoring to pay about twice the amount of the power to run civilization. Growing the food, running the transport, electricity generation, and so forth. And people are more thinking, why don't we just keep dumping it into the atmosphere? Then we can get our power for about half the price. After all, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah, but let's ignore the storage costs for a second.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
Our power for about half the price. After all, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah.
Global average surface temperature, 1 degree. 1 degree is the difference between, I wouldn't even say night and day. Wherever you live, the difference between night and day is probably more than 1 degree Celsius. And no one cares. 1 degree is probably the difference between one room and another, between your feet and your head, between the floor and the ceiling, between, I mean, it's completely insignificant. Why do we care about 1 degree? And whatever it is, I mean, as I proved mathematically, this cannot be due to CO2. It cannot be due to CO2 because CO2 levels cannot change. You cannot exogenously change concentrations of CO2 concentration in the atmosphere. You can do it as a shock, but the biosphere will react and will absorb it, and you'll be back to the same concentration. So that can't be it. And even and that's it. I mean, there's nothing else I can say. This cannot be due to human activity. Absolutely not. It's a mathematical impossibility. I just don't see it. Unless I'm saying something wrong. What am I missing? Explain to me where I'm wrong. Where am I wrong? Now this temperature, that's bad? Why is that bad? This is global average. This is the average between the Sahara Desert and Antarctica. I mean, there's so much fluctuations every single hour in every one of these locations. Why should we care about some average? What's the point? That's what, and he said, "Oh, what's the worst that can happen? This is the worst that can happen." Okay, so the worst that can happen is absolutely insignificant. Even if it is human caused, and it's but whatever. I'll take everything you say. This is the worst. That's what you're going to show me. This is the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. That's it. This is the biggest non-problem conceivable. I cannot conceive of a bigger non-problem than this. This is all they have? This is trillions of dollars that they want to spend in order to stop this? This what? What's wrong with this? With 1 degree? 1 degree? Or 2 degrees? Or 3 degrees? Which cannot be due to any human activity. Absolutely not. We proved it mathematically again, 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 again. Cannot be due to human activity. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But even if it is, all right, so the Earth is 3 degrees, whatever, warmer, 10 degrees warmer, whatever. So what? What? Show me the problem. Show me the issue. Where is the issue? Where is the issue that you're having? You're spending trillions of dollars. You're making everyone's lives miserable. For what? For what? Explain to me. For what? Please explain. I'm listening. I'm listening. For what?
Yeah. Let's ignore the storage costs for a second. So we're going to burn about a kilo of crude oil, which is going to cost us about 50 cents, that sort of thing. So we need to extract about 3 kilos of carbon dioxide for about the same price, just to get to a break-even point. Current price of dry ice is about $1 per kilo. So to take 3 kilos out of the atmosphere, it's going to be some $3, about 6 times the price of the crude oil you burned to make it. And that's going to be...
1 second. We have someone joining us. I heart RPG cuddles. But I don't know who you are. Who are you? Can you type something? Because it doesn't let me. Wait, can you say something? Can I? I can't hear. It doesn't let me hear you. Could you type something in the chat, in the chat or in the private chat? Waiting for you to type things in the chat. I mean, you're showing your face. Let me see what you wrote. Yeah, you're play workers. Okay, I'll let you in. All right, man. Welcome aboard.
Hey,
How
we
you doing,
need to
man?
figure out about RPG's cuddles. We need to figure out how we get his cuddles.
I have no idea what you just said. What is RPG cuddles?
You know, he's like a bear. He's like a bear, and his cuddles. We need to figure out how to get his cuddles and like fucking, I don't know how like like you know how you like a robot and you create something like how I say like take his DNA and make something and put that shit in our veins and then we get his cuddles. You know what I mean?
Not really. You want to inject cuddles into our veins? You want
Yeah,
to
so we know how to cuddle
in
bitches. You know what I mean?
Oh, you want to cuddle bitches?
Yeah,
Wait, why do you use the term bitches?
I don't know.
Okay, so what's stopping you from cuddling with bitches?
Shit, I'm fucking awkward and my mental health.
All right. Okay, I mean, but that's true for all of us. We're all awkward and we're all mentally insane.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse. You look good.
Oh, I
You
do?
look you of course. And you sound good. You sound smart and you're likable
Hmm.
and
Thank you.
you're funny and you're fluent. You're talking fluidly and you're saying funny things. I'm sure plenty of chicks are gonna enjoy being with you. Just,
Yeah.
as and you're being yourself.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Just be yourself. That's like the biggest challenge because no one wants to be them. Everyone is afraid of being themselves. Everyone is afraid of being exposed, and you're
Yeah.
not. So that's like that goes a long way.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with your life? What's your
Me?
plan? Yeah.
Um, what I want to do in my life?
Do you go to the gym?
No, I don't. Come on, I don't. You
You
gotta let go to the gym. Fuck no.
No, you could go to do. There's people that do like MMA and stuff. Oh, you're drinking Coke. That's like sugar.
No, this is brisk. This is brisk tea.
Okay, does it have sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should avoid that. Avoid sugar, avoid calories. Do you eat protein?
Um, I eat chicken. Yeah,
That's good.
salad.
So,
But I put ranch
no,
on it.
no, salad is actually not, there's no benefit to eating salad. You should eat, chicken is good.
Hmm.
Just make sure you eat plenty of protein. And about going to the gym, like, do you like lifting? You don't like lifting weights?
I like running. I prefer running. I used to run a lot.
Okay. Running, I don't know if it's healthy. You can run. So you stopped running?
Yeah, I
Of
injured
course.
myself.
Yeah, you injured yourself running?
Yeah, so I stopped running. Like my maybe it's because like my heel, my ankle got messed up when I was younger, and I stopped like being athletic.
Of course. That's as soon as you told me running, I said it's not healthy. Yeah, running is not healthy. Yeah, running, I would not run. But what about like joining a boxing gym or
Yeah, I want
MMA
to do that.
gym?
Yeah,
Yeah, boxing is amazing. Like boxing and lifting weights and kickboxing and MMA and wrestling and jiu-jitsu and grappling.
yeah.
Like you could do those things, you can have an amazing body. How tall are you?
Um, I might get. I know I'm sick something.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh
You
shit.
could look like an Adonis.
Yeah. Hey, one of my favorite type of woman
Go ahead.
is Asian and Middle Eastern. Well, shit. Well, Asian, like I don't know, the Indians too are Asian too, huh? So I
S-
like Asians. I like Asian women and
y-
Middle Eastern
Yeah,
women. Yeah.
yeah. Asian women have the most beautiful faces. Middle Eastern, I guess, have the best maybe bodies, the best hip to waist ratio, maybe.
Yeah.
Asians don't have good thighs, I noticed. Asian women don't have good booties. They don't have good separation of the glutes. They
Yeah.
don't squat. They don't do enough they don't go to the gym enough. That's good. That's good. So you have good taste in women. Do you have a gym? Where do you live? What part of the universe do you live?
Well, Slay, I don't want to dox myself.
Fine. Well, approximately, do you live in the east, in the west, in California, in
No, I live in
Canada?
Russia.
You live in Russia?
No, I'm joking. I live in America. I live in the capital of California.
The capital of California? I wouldn't even know what that is. What's the name of the
Sacramento.
capital? Oh, Sacramento? Oh, okay. So that's amazing. So you have the best weather in the world. Just join a gym. Do you have
Yeah.
money to join a gym?
Actually, no, I have a friend that owns a free gym, yeah.
All right, so join a gym. Do they do boxing and stuff?
No. It's just like a normal gym.
I mean, start from something. I would try. Do you work?
Yeah, I do.
So you should have enough money to join like a boxing gym and an MMA gym.
Yeah.
But fine, I mean, join a gym, eat more protein, more chicken, less salad,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be an Adonis. And because everything else you have perfect, you have going for you. What do you do for work?
Like office stuff.
That's amazing. So you're smart.
Yeah.
Do you like math? Do you like math?
Like, okay, I like when I do office stuff, like it's just like answering phone calls and shit.
That's fantastic. But in general, do you like math?
No, I don't.
Okay, so maybe you don't have a high. Do you know if you have a high IQ?
No, I don't.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You don't need to have a high IQ. Anyway, so well, do you like my channel?
Yeah, I do.
I think that means you're smart, in my opinion, because the stuff I discussed, that's like you cannot be a dummy dum dum and follow the stuff that I say.
Hey, what
So
do you think of Greg's impression of you?
I think he's funny, but I think he's a very mean person, and so I stay away from mean people. I
Uh-huh.
want I want in my circle of friends, I want people that, enjoy being with me and like me and make me laugh, and I make them laugh.
Yeah.
Uh, he got me very upset
Oh,
again,
he did.
again, again. Yeah, it didn't help. As much as I asked him to stop, he wouldn't stop. So I blocked him, unfortunately. But yeah, he's very funny. He was very funny as long as he was funny. But then when he decided to become mean, he was very mean. So I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you seen any good movies lately?
Fucking um, what movie? I don't know. Like, what movie? I don't think I've been watching movies. I've been like on my YouTube channel. I created a movie.
That's amazing. You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Hella Dance Moves 916. Look up Hella HELLA.
I think you can send me a link in the private chat,
Oh,
but
I don't
I'll
know how to do that.
also.
I really don't know how to do
Okay, okay.
that.
No, okay, wait, let me look it up. So I'm
It's
I'm on YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah, what should I type?
H
Yeah,
E
yeah,
L
yeah,
A.
yeah.
Then Dance
Dance. Yeah,
Moves
yeah.
916.
916.
Yeah, that's the area code for my city. So yeah.
Got you. All right, so I'm subscribed. Here, this
Oh,
is
you
your
are. Thank you.
channel, apparently. Yeah, very nice. So it would be amazing for you to show a transformation. You should start doing a transformation. I think transformation videos get a lot of views.
Go
So
to
it's,
my community. Go to my community.
yeah.
Go down some more. Go past
You
that.
have beautiful, your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
you
losing
have
eyesight. I'm losing my eyesight and shit.
what?
But, huh?
You're losing your eyesight?
Yeah, like this eye right here. Like it gets lazy, so I close it. I close it like that. And which one- can you see? That one. Like, yeah, that
Like
one.
this one?
Yeah. So I close it and no, go down though. I'm not trying to show you that picture though.
Oh, okay.
Go down
Hey,
more.
J-Rock.
Hey,
Go down more. Go down more. Go down more. Like, what do you think of that picture though? Right. Go up. Go up. Go up. What do you think of that picture though?
I mean, you're making a face, but look, I mean, you probably weigh like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should weigh about 200, and you should be more muscular. How old are you?
20.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a transformation. You can become a Chad, a complete Chad. You
Thank
can
you.
bang chicks. You can bang 3 chicks per night.
What do you think of my teeth? I got good teeth.
That's amazing. So, do
Go
you
down more. Go
floss?
down more. Go no. Go down. Go down past this. That's how I looked when I was younger, and that's how I looked in high school. Go down more. I looked like that in high school, so
It's
you passed it.
amazing.
Yeah, that
This,
right there. That's how I looked in high school.
it's very blurry, but you look good. You still look good. You just got overweight. You're
Yeah,
packing a lot of fat. You just need to change the fat into muscle. That should be fairly easy. That's the nature of the body is the body becomes muscular. If you do like 3 times a week, going to the gym shouldn't be that difficult. Just 3 hours a week, 3 times a week, each time 1 hour
yeah.
of one class, like either jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or boxing, you're gonna become a Chad. What ethnicity are you? You're like German?
Aren't we the same race?
I don't know. What race are you?
I'm Portuguese.
You're Portuguese. That's a race? You're from Brazil?
No, fuck no. I'm from Portugal.
Oh, you're from Portugal. You thought I'm from Portugal?
I don't know.
No, Portugal, I'm assuming have like darker skin. So what
No, we
happened to
don't.
your
We don't.
nose?
We don't have
Oh, you
darker
don't have
skin.
darker skin?
We're by
Okay.
Spain.
All right. So what happened to your nose? Why are you bleeding?
Oh, fucking. It's a long story.
Anyway, you have perfect skin. You have baby face. You have a baby face.
Yeah.
You could
Why
you
do
could
people
even
do?
be you could become a model. You have the making of a model.
Oh, I
You
do.
can become a model. Of course. Of course. Why not? Of course.
Go to my videos. My YouTube shorts. My shorts.
Shorts. All right.
Let's see. Go down. Go down. Go up one more. Go up more, and stop. And click on the one two on the third one. On the third one.
Single AF.
Yeah, I did that one. I was like, I was trying to promote myself to date. Like, yeah.
That's funny. That's really funny. But you should maybe say something. I mean, you're funny when you
Well,
talk
play. There's
when
music on there. If you play music, there's some music on there.
it's probably not good for me to play music
Oh, my bad.
because
My bad.
but I
Uh,
don't even know how to do that. Maybe if I click
oh!
it.
Click off it though. Let's go to another video. Let's see another video.
A what? Another
Uh,
video?
another short. Yeah. Go down more. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down.
You see, you have a good body. You have a good body. You're just fat,
Yeah.
but your body is good. Yeah, you have a good body. Because you don't have X legs. Your legs are straight. Your hips are wide.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good to go. You just need to just go to the gym and enjoy. The most important thing in the gym is to enjoy going to the gym. Find something you enjoy doing, and you're gonna have classmates. I mean, like when I go to the gym, I have classmates and I have
Yeah.
teammates, and they're my best friends, and we're always laughing and we're always having a great time, and no one is ever upset at each other. We always try to not hurt each other, even though
Yeah.
we're trying to punch each other in the face. But when we do, we always say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. That's like, we don't really want to hurt each other. We do and we don't. But, we're trying, I'm trying to like to punch you, but you're trying to not get punched and punch me. And, but sometimes we punch each other.
Yeah.
So, but we're always having a great time. And everyone is always super tired at the end. And we're all growing. And then we're also good at self-defense. And do you know any self-defense? Like if you when you walk down the street, do you have
Is it usually
self-confidence?
is usually mace is usually mace count?
That's good, but it's better to just to feel like when I walk down the street, I'm always confident. Like if somebody attacks me, I can defend myself because I
Yeah.
know how to kickbox and I know how to grapple and I'm strong and I can subdue people. I always subdue people, sometimes twice my size. So.
Yeah.
So it gives you confidence,
Hey,
and
go down a little more. Go down.
yeah.
Go down. Hey, click on that video in yellow. The yellow stuff in the grocery store.
Wait, not this?
Yeah, not that one.
Oh, okay,
That
okay,
one.
got it. Yeah,
I'm supposed to do this dance challenge. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that.
okay. But where are you?
Huh? No, I'm not in this video, but I'm supposed to do this.
Okay, got it, got it.
I just
Anyway, listen,
uploaded.
listen. I need to let J Rock say something. J Rock, are you with us?
Yeah, I just wanted to wait for an opportunity. Okay, Mr. Slave, so I only got a few minutes. Wanted to come on and see if you were gonna do another debate with the AI about one of your topics from your website.
Yeah, actually, I really enjoyed it. Uh, wait, your name is Christian? Chris? Chris
Yeah,
is your name?
yeah,
Okay, Chris. Chris, you want to stay with us? Because I really want to do this AI debate with.
yeah.
Okay, you can stay with us.
Oh,
All
hold
right,
on,
J-Rock.
wait, Chris.
So,
Are you Playboy Chris by chance?
I heard that guy's a fag. No, I'm joking. Yeah,
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 he
I
Oh,
is.
am.
okay.
He's
So yeah,
Playboy
what happened? It
Chris.
seems like you went off the radar for a while and then you just came back.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
Oh,
cool.
real quick
All right,
before
let me.
one more thing, Mr. Slay,
Mm-hmm.
I just ask him. Yep, are you're the one that was always flirting with Vega, huh?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you get lucky one day. All right, that's all I gotta say. All right, proceed, Mr. Slave.
Okay. Let me find the AI. One second. Uh, Terrible. Bing is so terrible. It's it's like nothing helps. I'm trying to tell it. I'm trying to confuse it about doxing me, but it's hopeless. For some reason, it finds information and it's very dangerous. So I'm afraid to use it. It's impossible to keep it hidden in a sandbox. Anyway, okay, so in the search,
Okay, so you're under creative, right?
No, I'm not even. I'm still in Bing. Well, how do I go from Bing to the AI?
Or you have to there's a few ways. So click on where it says search, and then it'll tell you chat with AI, your co-pilot.
Chat with AI. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Let me try. Let's go back to Bing. Oh my God, what a mess. English and location. Okay. Okay. Maybe I can share it. Hopefully I can share it.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
before
share
I
it and,
share it,
until you
yeah,
find it, and then once you find it, then you can stop sharing it if you don't want to show anything else. So
but
just help. Let me guide you.
where is the AI again? Okay, I'm doing this search. I see the search bar. Where is the AI?
Okay, if you click on if you click on the search, it's gonna pop up. It's gonna say right there, chat with the AI.
Okay, okay, I see it. I see it. Okay.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, let me share. I hope it's not gonna dox me. I hate it so much.
And then click on you see where it says more creative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you could ask it anything. Say, can we talk about so on?
Can we talk? Obviously, I want to try and still convince it about quantum gravity.
You should sign in.
Oh, sign in?
That
Oh,
because
then let me.
yeah, you see where it says sign in? It's because if you're not signed in, then you can only do 5 turns, but if you're signed in, you can do 30 turns per 30 messages per conversation.
Let me try and sign in. I need to find my Microsoft ID. Let me look up my Microsoft ID. I hate Microsoft. I don't know. I don't think I have an account. I don't think I haven't created an account. Create an account, I guess. And the email is going to be my Gmail. Let me find my Gmail. And Gmail is going to be, I have two Gmails, so let's take this Gmail. So this Gmail, there it is. Got it. Copy and paste. Okay. What's your name? Mr. Slave. Next. What's your birth date? Your birth date is obviously May 15th. Two. I'm very old. Next. Wait, we need to remember this. There it is. Verify. Got the email. Verify. Oh, there's the code. Code. Next. Okay, please solve a puzzle so we know you're not a robot. Help us. Okay, next. So use the arrows to rotate the animal to face in the direction of the hand. Submit. Verification is complete. I am human, after all. All right. All right. Okay, let me share this again. Again? What is going on? It's totally screwed up. This site, I mean, Microsoft is so bad at everything. Microsoft is so bad. How
Wow,
bad can
this is
they
boring.
be? Yeah, I'm sorry. You can read more about the fossil fuels if you want until I figure out how to create this account. The Bing menu is not opening. I'm clicking on the Bing menu, it's not opening. That's how great Microsoft is. They're just an amazing company. Okay, let's take care of this thing. And let's take care of this thing. And hopefully we should be fine now. Hopefully it's not going to dox me now. So we need to find try using the chat. Okay, it looks good. Maybe it's not going to dox me. Share this tab. All right. And let's start over.
More
What?
creative.
Oh, more creative. Okay, more creative. So let's ask for, what did we say? Let's or can we talk about quantum gravity? Let me ask you, J-Rock, what do you think about quantum gravity?
Well, you're signed in. I don't get how that. I see that you're
What?
signed. I see that you're signed in, but I don't get why that thing is showing up.
Oh my
Where
God,
it
this
says
is
sign in to continue.
What is quantum gravity though?
what is quantum gravity?
Yeah,
That's a good question because I claim quantum gravity doesn't exist. That's exactly that's exactly my
I
question.
heard someone told me quantum gravity is like when you can suck on like 5 titties and they're all one titty.
Exactly. That is the essence of quantum gravity. Quantum gravity is when a titty is so big and delicious that you're sucked into it.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, it just you're drawn. You find yourself gravitated towards the titty. That is quantum gravity. Um, okay, I think it's good now.
Let's see. All right, let's try.
Okay, so can we talk about quantum gravity? Quantum gravity. Well,
I don't
it's
get
not
why
letting
that's.
me.
What if? Hold on. What if you X? What if you X out of it? You know, like what you X out of it and then you reopen it.
Okay. Well, just remember that I'm about to die. Just be aware of that.
Okay.
Slave, you said no music, right?
Yeah, it's better to have no music.
Can I sing? Can I sing though?
Yeah, you can sing. Go ahead, you can sing.
Take me to your best friend's house. No, I'm joking.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Let me try and X out of Bang. I told you, J-Rock, Microsoft is just a terrible company. They're just terrible. Like they don't know, they're so bad at the basics. It's amazing. How could you be so bad at the basics? Like, I don't know how they do this. It's like magic. They have the magic touch. We're just terrible at the basics. Let me try it before I share it. Let me try it again. So, can we talk about quantum gravity? No, no. No, it's not
Oh my
Latin.
god! I just exposed you. You have a country accent. You do not have a German accent. You have a country accent.
No, that's me imitating South Park's what's the fat kid's name?
Cartman?
Who's the
Click
Cartman? Yeah.
slave. Click
Cartman.
on where it says sign in to continue the chat. I just want to see what happens because this is weird. Must be a glitch on my.
Nothing happens. I'm just afraid of it doxing me, so I don't want to show you. Let me first share another screen,
Okay.
and then I'm going to click it, and then it's the same thing. It's the same screen. Then when I say hi, I'm going to just say hi. It says the same thing. You've reached your limit.
Slave.
Yeah,
I'm really Australian. I've actually just to let you know, mate. Really Aussie.
that's amazing.
No, I'm
You're
joking. I'm joking.
amazing.
How was
What if
my
you click
accent?
on?
Oh,
All right. Let's see what happens if it works on more balanced. Let's see if more balanced. And just say hi.
Hey, slave. How was
no,
my accent? My Aussie accent, mate.
it's you're amazing. Keep talking. Keep saying funny stuff.
Keep saying it. All right, mate. All right. So I fucked a kangaroo one day on accident. And my dick got on it and it went inside it on accident. Like,
That's amazing. Anyway,
Are
uh,
you using Are you using Microsoft Edge or using like Internet Explorer
no,
or Google Chrome? What are you
no, no. I'm using Brave, and you can
Oh,
see that
that's why
even
you have to use Microsoft Edge
well, I can't
browser.
because I'm doing this from Brave. StreamYard. I don't think StreamYard can share Edge
all
from
I need is a
Brave.
badass bitch. A badass
Hold on.
bitch.
You can't slave when you click on share my screen, you could put yeah, you can. You should be able to click on the window. I mean,
But
I'm able to click.
My Edge is dedicated to another user, not to my Mr. Slave user. Like I have different browsers for different users.
Mate, this is fucking boring.
I know, I know. Look, uh,
If I
we
would,
can.
I would do what I did in class, smoke a blunt. No, I'm joking.
That's good.
Um,
Let me go back
Yodi,
to
hey, have you seen
showing.
that guy Yodi gang?
No, no, I have not.
Oh, he's like Yodi gang, and he smokes in class.
Smoke some clangs?
In class, yeah,
Smokes in class?
yeah.
That's nice. How do you sign out? I'm trying to sign out of Bing. Bing bang.
on the upper right hand corner where it says Mister,
Okay.
click on it and it should.
Kangaroos,
Sign
kangaroos.
out. Okay, I signed out. I signed out.
And on
Share
your
it.
Microsoft Edge, you could just sign in as the account you created, the Mr. Slave account.
No, no, I'm just gonna do it here because we're not gonna do more than 8 because we're so slow. So, can we talk about quantum gravity? Let me copy this thing so I have it copied. Oh, continue. Well, we need to do more creative, right?
Oh yeah, that's the one that's when it's creative, it's more thoughtful.
Oh, okay.
You could put stoppers. Yes, click on new
Well,
topic.
wait, it's thinking. I don't want to interrupt it while it's thinking.
Oh,
Okay, new topic. More creative. Uh, paste. Sidechain. Okay, sure. We can talk about quantum gravity. Quantum gravity is a field of theoretical physics that seeks to describe gravity according to the principles of quantum mechanics. It deals with environments in which neither gravitational nor quantum effects can be ignored, such as in the vicinity of black holes or similar compact astrophysical objects. That's not true. It's not in the vicinity. In the vicinity of a black hole, you don't have quantum effects. I don't think so. Anyway, it's at the center of the black hole that you seem to have a quantum situation because you have the singularity. Anyway, or similar compact astrophysical object as well as in the early stages of the universe. I don't think that's true. Compact astrophysical object. The only compact is a black hole. There is no other compact astrophysical object. As well as in early stages, that's also not true. It's only in the earliest stage of the universe, the very, very beginning, the initialization of the Big Bang. Only then do you have a quantum effect. Right after that, you already have a universe. So I don't think that's true. Anyway, stage of the universe, moments after the Big Bang, you don't have any quantum effects, in my opinion. Quantum gravity is one of the most challenging and fascinating problems in physics because it involves combining two very different theories. That's not true. Quantum mechanics is not a theory. So it's not two theories. You could say two different fields. General relativity is a theory. It's a theory, you could say, of space-time and stuff. It's a theory. It's a story that explains how, and it's a story about our universe. Quantum mechanics is not a story. There's no story. That's the whole problem. So that's not true. Anyway, it doesn't matter. General relativity and quantum mechanics. Yeah, sure. Okay. General relativity. Right. General relativity is a theory. Quantum mechanics is not a theory. There's no theory of quantum mechanics. General relativity describes gravity as the curvature of space and time. No, it's the curvature of space-time, not space and time. I don't think so. Like, that's fine. While quantum mechanics describes the behavior of subatomic particles and forces. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but fine. These two theories work very well in their respective domains. No, quantum mechanics is not a theory. Well, fine, whatever. But they are incompatible with each other at very small scales or very high energies. I don't know why you say that. What do you mean they're incompatible? I don't know what that means. How are they incompatible? There are many approaches to quantum gravity, such as string theory, loop quantum gravity, causal dynamical triangulation, non-commutative geometry, and twistor theory. I don't know what these are. Each approach has its own, right? Remember, I'm denying the first part, so I don't need the second part. I don't need string theory to explain anything because I claim there's nothing to explain. Each approach has its own advantages and disadvantages, and none of them has been fully tested or confirmed by experiments. Some of these approaches aim to unify all the fundamental forces of nature into a single mathematical framework, while others focus on quantizing the gravitational field while keeping it separate from whatever. One of the difficulties of formulating a quantum gravity theory is that direct observation of quantum gravitational effects is thought to only appear at length scales near Planck scale. Okay, okay. So my question. Let's play chess. Oh, Chris abandoned us. Oh, he says I'm tired. Chris is tired. Okay, Chris, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you'll join us again next time. Okay, so as before, as yesterday, so is today. I'm going to ask it a question. So this time I'm going to try and ask it the following. So inside a black hole, they say that space-time is stretching faster than light. So if space-time is stretching, then and as you get closer to the center, the stretching is faster. So how can you complain about an infinite density if the space-time in which the mass is located is expanding faster than light? It's like it's diluting faster than light. How can you complain about a high density? How can you complain about a high density of something that you're stretching faster than light? It's like you have a very, very heavy object, but you're stretching it faster than light and you're complaining that it's so dense. Like you're stretching it faster than light in all three directions. How can you complain that it has a high density? It should have just the opposite. It should have negative density. The opposite. It should have negative density. This doesn't make any sense. So let me try and formulate a question, pose a question to our dear AI. Dear AI. Wait, continue? Okay, so we're going to ask it the following. Let's talk about the singularity. Infinite density. Would you agree that at the center of a black hole, you have infinite density? Infinite density. Would you agree that at the center of a black hole, you have infinite density? So he says that is a very interesting question. According to general relativity, the very center of a black hole contains a point where matter is crushed to infinite density. This is called a singularity. However, this prediction may not be accurate because it does not take into account the effect of quantum mechanics, which are expected to become important at very small scales and very high energies. Quantum mechanics may prevent the density from becoming infinite, or it may modify the nature. No, but I don't need it. I don't need quantum mechanics. See, they go to the AI is going to quantum mechanics. I'm going to claim that space-time is stretching. Would you also agree? Would you also agree that space-time is stretching faster than light inside the event horizon, right? So space-time is stretching faster than light inside the event horizon, which is the black hole. So do you agree with that? Let's see what it says. Well, hopefully we're going to checkmate it. That is another very interesting question. The answer is not so simple because the concept of speed is not well defined inside the event horizon. According to the general relativity, the spacetime inside the event horizon is distorted in such a way that the radial direction becomes time-like and the time direction becomes space-like. This means that the distance from the event horizon to the singularity is measured by a clock, not a ruler, and that the rate of change of this distance is measured by a ruler, not a clock. Yeah, I don't care. The point is, space-time is stretching faster than light. That's how light cannot escape a black. That's the only way that a light cannot escape a black hole is because space-time inside a black hole is stretching faster than light can travel. So light cannot escape it. That's why it's black. So let's assume it said yes. So let me ask the third question. So the definition, would you agree? Would you agree that the definition of density is mass divided by volume? Is that the definition? Let's see what it says. Are you with us, J-Rock? Are you muted? Okay, that is another very interesting question. The answer is not so simple because the concept of speed is not well defined inside the event horizon. No, wait a minute. Where are we? Oh, we didn't get the question? Anyway, we're waiting now to hear speed. I don't care. I don't care. Let's see the answer to I just want to get the definition of mass over volume is density. Okay, yes, I agree that the definition of density is mass divided by volume. This is common formula. Okay, fine. So would you agree that volume it's expanding? So the mass is constant. Oh, we've reached the end. Okay, forget it. Doesn't matter. But that would have been if
Try
the
signing in again.
definition.
Um, yep.
Okay.
Go to the bottom. It says sign in to continue your chat. Let's see if it'll let you continue from there.
Okay. Okay. Let me just do it. Mr. Slave. What's my email? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. They emailed me a code. Code red. There is the code. Code. So I don't need to remember a password? Stay signed in. More creative. Let's say hi. No. Dead on arrival. It's dead. It's dead, Jim. It's hopeless. It's thoroughly hopeless. It's just hopeless. Are you there, J-Rock?
Yeah, I was just doing some stuff. Yeah. I'm hearing from the background, but
Yeah, it's hopeless. It's hopeless. It's fine. Look, my point is, you agree that density is mass over volume? Yes. You agree that the volume, well, the definition of volume is space. Well, yeah, and space you agree is stretching faster than light. So how can you complain about density being infinite if the space is stretching so fast? You have a piece of mass and the space is stretching super fast. So you're stretching your material. So the density goes to zero. So the density tends to zero inside a black hole. In black hole, you just have empty space.
all
At the
right.
very, yeah.
Okay. Well, you finish wrapping up your thoughts on that subject. While you're signed out and you only got 4 turns, if you click on new topic, can you tell it, let's talk about veganism, and then tell it, if a vegan doesn't let a crocodile eat them, then they're stressing out the animal. Can you ask it about that?
I don't know. I don't know because that's not so important for me to discuss with an AI. Like with an AI, it's good to have a discussion about quantum gravity.
Oh,
Veganism, like we can we can discuss maybe the Fermi's paradox, but I think it's better to debate actual humans than a chatbot, in my opinion.
all right. Can you ask it about the Fermi paradox next, just so we can have another topic with the AI?
I'm just trying to. It's such a. I mean, Bing is such a terrible website. It's like I can't get the menu to work. It doesn't display the menu. Are you aware of that? That is how bad it is. It doesn't
No,
display the
it
menu.
works. It works good for me because I use Microsoft Edge, so it doesn't give me any of the problems you're having.
I see. I see. Yes. 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 That makes sense. Okay. So what do you want to discuss?
All right. So, if you're able to if you're able to start a new topic with Bing, can you I guess ask it if you could talk about the Fermi paradox. That's something you always like to talk about as well.
Can we? Let me just share my screen. Okay.
All right.
Can we talk about the? I don't think you should say the. You should say Fermi's. Fermi's paradox. Can we talk about Fermi's paradox?
Oh, remember you have to sign out first, and remember, for the browser you're using, you have to sign out first, and then
This is amazing. This is amazing. Amazing. Impossible. It's literally impossible. What a terrible website.
no, it's not terrible. You're just not using Microsoft Edge.
Oh, okay. Okay.
One of these days,
Uh,
when nobody's home and I have the computer to myself in the living room, I could do it. I'm willing to share my screen and type in whatever you want, and I could have a 30 message conversation on your behalf.
that's good.
All right,
All
Fermi's
right.
paradox.
So Fermi's paradox. It is a fascinating question that has puzzled many scientists and thinkers for decades. Fermi's paradox is the discrepancy between the lack of conclusive evidence of advanced extraterrestrial life and the apparently high likelihood of its existence. It is named after the Italian-American physicist Enrico Fermi, who asked, "Where is everybody?" in 1850, wondering why we have not encountered any signs of alien civilization in our galaxy. There are many possible explanations of Fermi's paradox, such as the rarity of intelligent life, the difficulty of interstellar travel, the self-destructive civilizations. Oh, that's interesting. The self-destruction of civilizations. That's good. I mean, ultimately, that is the answer. It's a simple answer. They all self-destruct, or the deliberate avoidance of contact by aliens. That too. It's these two, yeah. Some people have also proposed more exotic solutions, such as the simulation hypothesis. No, you don't have to just say that now. The zoo hypothesis, no. Or the transcension hypothesis. hypothesis. I don't know what that is. Transcension. Never heard of it. Maybe I've heard of it, just don't know the name. However, none of these solutions are universally accepted or proven. What do you think about Fermi's paradox? Do you believe that we are alone in the universe or that there are other intelligent beings out there? I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. My
Yes, your
thoughts.
thoughts.
My thoughts are that it has to do with economics. It's not economical to communicate with aliens. At the end of the day, it's dangerous to communicate with anyone because there's always a risk of being misunderstood and being punished because of a misunderstanding that at the end you just keep quiet. It becomes so dangerous. In the long run, it's just so dangerous to communicate that you keep quiet and then you hide and then you run away. So yeah, there's plenty of aliens all over the universe, but they're all hiding. They all ran away and they're all in hiding. Those that didn't hide died because of the danger of the misunderstanding and communication. So the only ones that survived are the ones that are good at hiding. So we're probably not going to find anyone. We might find their garbage or their leftovers, or if once they're destroyed, the remnants. But we're not gonna probably find living ones. They're not gonna contact us, and they're not gonna respond to us because it's too dangerous, right? Think of it this way. So let's say we talk to aliens, and okay, fine, and a million years from now our technology becomes really, really advanced. Yeah, but one guy in our civilization is a cuckoo, and he uses our advanced tech to attack the alien civilization. And you could say that today we're no match for them, but in the long run, we're going to be equal to them. There's no reason why we wouldn't be equal to them in the long run. Our tech will be equal to theirs. So we could endanger them. And even today, a single person could wreak havoc on a multitude of people. It's like a single person carrying a bomb can walk into a shopping center and explode and kill many people. Or a single person can click a button and blow up a nuclear weapon, kill many, many, many people. So imagine in the future, everyone has access to advanced tech, like atomic bomb level advanced tech. So everyone can create their own atomic bombs and hydrogen bombs in their basements. That's the future. In the future, everyone is super deadly. So first of all, we're gonna blow ourselves up even more than today. The potential of blowing up, the potential of this self-destruction grows, I would say, exponentially through time. That's self-destruction. But even if we survive, each individual in our civilization becomes super dangerous to the aliens, and they know this. So let's say they communicate with us today. In a million years from now, everyone has advanced tech available. And a single person is cuckoo because you always get fluctuations. So one person becomes cuckoo and decides to attack the aliens. And you could say they're going to defend themselves. No, because there's a speed limit called the speed of light. If you send a nuclear device, you don't even have to send a nuclear device. If you send a mass close to the speed of light towards the aliens, there's no way they're going to see it coming. And it's going to have the punching power of many Hiroshimas. So you can wreak havoc on the aliens just because just because they communicated with us. It sounds so trivial. Oh, why aren't they communicating with us? Because of the downside. There's no upside because of the economics. So at the end, it's because of the economics. It's not economical to communicate. What's the upside? What's the gain? Where is the gain? What do the aliens gain by communicating with us? They gain basically nothing. Well, what's the downside? The downside could be their destruction. And in the long run, it's a mathematical inevitability. Of course, it's going to happen. In the long run, anything that can happen will happen. In the long run, you will have one Looney Tune human who will destroy the aliens for no reason, just because he's a loony, just because of a quantum fluctuation in his brain, or even by mistake, because mistakes happen again because of quantum fluctuations. You're always going to have mistakes. So you always need to be defensive. You always need to be on the defense. And the only way you're going to survive ultimately is with the ultimate defense. The ultimate defense is completely running away and hiding and leaving 0.0 trace behind. That's the only way you can survive in the long run. In the long run, you have to be absolutely silent. And that explains the great silence, which is Fermi's paradox. Do you understand? Mr. J-Rock, do you understand? Mr. J-Rock does not reply. Okay, so let's ask our dear AI. Dear AI, what benefit is it to the aliens to contact humanity? Of what benefit? Of what benefit is it to the aliens to contact humanity? Why should they? Well, why should they? There's no benefit, but there is danger. That is a very interesting question. There are many possible reasons why aliens might want to contact humanity, depending on their motives, goals, and values. Here are some of them. Curiosity. Right, but we know curiosity killed the cat. I mean, okay, fine. Curiosity is a good reason. Cooperation. What's the point of cooperation? I mean, what's the point? Cooperate, like, what's the objective? Fine, but they can cooperate with each other. And as we showed, it's too dangerous. Cooperation is too dangerous. Any communication is dangerous. Conflict. Aliens might want to contact us for hostile reasons. They might see us as a threat. That's too dangerous. Okay, these are the upsides. Okay. So now let's ask it. What are the downsides? What are the downside or cons? What are the let's say what is a downside? What is a potential downside? What is a potential downside that might convince the aliens that it is too dangerous to contact humanity? Right? What is a potential downside that might convince the aliens that it is too dangerous, it's too risky, it's not economical to contact humanity? What's the answer to that? I wonder if the AI has given this any thought. There are many potential downsides that might convince the aliens that it is too dangerous to contact humanity. Some of them are self-destruction. Aliens might fear that contacting us would trigger a violent reaction from us. Exactly. If not today, then in a million years. If not in a million years, then in a billion years. Now, the aliens might have solved the problem of death. They might be immortal. It's very likely that they are immortal. Why would they want to die? Or from other alien civilizations that might be hostile to them. They might also worry that we would misuse their technology or information and cause harm to ourselves or others. For example, we might start a nuclear war or unleash a deadly virus or create a black hole. Whatever. I mean, the simplest thing is to fire a bullet at them at luminal speeds. And that's all you need to do. I mean, if you fire one bullet, they can't see it coming. So it's going to hit. It's going to hit with the deadly force of a million or a billion or a trillion or a Googleplex Hiroshimas because you can bring it to any energy level that you want. You can take a tiny pebble and accelerate it to such a high speed that it packs any amount of energy that you could ever wish for. And they will never see it coming. They cannot see it coming. So you will destroy them. Why would they want that? Genetic danger. Aliens might be concerned about the possibility of genetic contamination. Yeah, yeah, sure. Why not? It's a possibility. Very unlikely, but why take a chance? What's right? What's the upside? The upside is insignificant. It's like, why don't you go and talk to a bear? Because the upside is minimal and the downside is very big. It's very big downside in talking to a bear. It's gonna chomp you up. It's gonna it's gonna eat you from the feet first. They apparently like your feet more than anything else. They love your feet. They're foot fetish. Overproduction of information. Aliens might be overwhelmed by the amount and diversity of information. Nah, I don't see that. Restricted capacity. Aliens might have a limited capacity to process and store information. Not likely. Conflict. Aliens might anticipate that contacting us would lead to conflict, either with us or with other aliens. Yeah, right? These things could happen. Misunderstandings or someone goes cuckoo. Why take a chance? And for the same reason, aliens themselves, their alien civilization would quickly crumble as they advance. Logic dictates that their civilization has to fall apart in order to survive. So the only survivors are those that ran away and are in perfect hiding so that the others cannot find them. Those are the only survivors. They're all in hiding. They have to be. Anyway, I think we're done. J Rock, do you want to make some concluding remarks, please? Are you gone? Where are you, J Rock?
No, we'll do
J
some
Rock.
back.
Okay. I think we're done. I've been here for an hour and 40 minutes. I said a lot. I think it's enough information for one person for one day.
Um,
What do you think? Did you listen to anything that I said?
yeah, I was listening in the background about, you know, why would aliens want to contact us? Like, what reason would there
So what's
be?
the answer?
Curiosity, mainly.
Okay. And why and what's the downside? So that's a good reason to contact us, but why not contact us? Is there any reason they could have to not want to contact us? Does it make sense to not want to contact us?
Yeah, because of possibility of conflict either with us or with other alien civilizations. Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
hey, let me
But
ask you this, Mr. Slave. Do you
yeah.
do you think, okay, just like, how, have you ever heard of North Sentinel Island?
No, no, I don't keep up with anything like that.
Okay, that
No.
island is home to basically like caveman tribe, like, like people that don't
Okay.
know about the outside world. Like they're still in the
Right.
Stone
Right.
Age.
So why don't you go and have lunch with them? Why don't you go contact them?
Um, we've tried, but it hasn't worked out. They're hostile towards us.
Because they're smart. They're hostile because for the same reason that the aliens don't want to contact us because there's no upside. There's no reason. It's not economical. It's too dangerous. It's for the same reason you don't go and contact wild bears or wild mountain lions.
Can you look up a video clip on YouTube of those people just for demonstration
But I've
purposes?
been here for so long. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. Maybe we'll do that next time. What's your opinion?
Sure. I guess we can end this stream on a cliffhanger for next
Yeah,
time. Well,
exactly. It's a complete cliffhanger. It's like, yeah,
because
exactly.
yeah,
The
that
ultimate.
island, it's killed. They've already killed people who try to contact them, and yeah, like
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's the solution to to Fermi's paradox. Where is everyone? Everyone is, everyone is smart. The answer is they're not dumb. Where is everyone? They're not dumb. Everyone is not dumb. Everyone does a simple economical calculation. The upside is tiny and the downside is huge.
so yeah, according to like people that have flown over them, their houses, like to helicopters that flew over their island, um, they get shot. Their helicopter gets shot at with arrows, and their houses are made of like sticks and hay, and they don't think that they discovered fire yet. And yeah, yeah, the tribe's people looks like they paint themselves in red. It's a tribe
Hmm.
of like ancient black people.
Basically, it's aliens. So they don't contact us for the same reason that the aliens don't contact us. So if you're wondering why the aliens didn't contact us, for the same reason that these people didn't contact us, because they're not dumb, because they're not crazy, because they're doing a simple calculation that there's an unknown and there is danger, and why risk it? Why risk everything for curiosity? It doesn't make any sense.
They
That's the answer.
and we don't even know what language they speak, an unknown ancient language. We don't know what language they speak.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that they're very high IQ. Not likely, but could be.
They
It
walk
sounds like. Mhm.
they walk around in they only wear like a piece of cloth that covers their crotch and their butt, and the women don't wear bras. Yeah, everyone's pretty much like half naked
Yeah,
except for the privates.
sounds like high IQ people to me.
Would you ever go out like that? Just have a piece of cloth covering your ding dong and that's it?
Yeah, that's it. That basically describes me. I think I'm gonna go join them.
Yeah, you might as well go join them.
Anyway, what?
You said that you did you say that you might as well go join them?
They sound like my kind of people.
Oh, okay. Well, that should be something interesting to look at, on
Sure.
video.
Absolutely. All right, man. Let's shut down the stream. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Um, they can find me on, you know, my actual channel that I make content on, Skinny Juan, and this J Rock is just my phone's account. Like my Android cell phone that comes with it. So,
That's amazing. All right, man. Let's shut it down because I gotta go kill myself. I'm in a bit of a rush.
all right, all right, we'll try to make it to the next one.
Wait, what? Are you gonna shut down the stream?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All
Yeah.
right, I thought I'll catch you on the next one.
Oh, that's your shutdown? You're not gonna have concluding remarks? You're not gonna do the whole dance?
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, thanks uh to the people watching this in the replay in the future. Thanks for watching the Mr. Slave Show. And
You should
today
start
we had
you should start you should start by saying, "People of the future, welcome." Go on.
yeah, people of the future, welcome, and we hope you enjoy the replay.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I hope we didn't depress you too much because of the quantum gravity that doesn't exist and because the aliens are afraid of us and they're in hiding. Thank you, Chris, for joining us and singing with your beautiful voice. And thank you, J Rock, for joining us with your amazing AI. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.